Ladies and gentlemen, here we're going into HasuObs versus TLO. These two players pitted together in a Terran vs. Protoss. Starting map is going to be Zilnoga Caverns.
Great map.
Delicious
Great
map.
players.
Delicious players.
Delicious players, you say?
Well, I'm trying to find new adjectives.
They are good looking players.
Yeah, I'm trying to find new adjectives. It's because, you know, it's like, what is that? I don't even know what it's called.
I don't even know where you're going.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Okay.
You know how you say it's like, oh, it's a very... No, forget it.
Yep.
I'm going to go with my literary stuff elsewhere.
There you go.
I used to be a poet. Did you know that?
A poet?
Yeah, until my teacher said I was terrible. She actually said,
I'm going to tell the audience something that they might not know.
Okay, go.
You're a knitter.
I am a knitter.
You knit.
Yes, I do.
You promised to knit me a scarf.
I would have knitted you a scarf.
All right,
if you sent me the yarn, but you never sent me the yarn.
I'm gonna send you a yarn this time, and you're gonna knit me a scarf for Christmas.
I will. For those, let me go ahead and finish that story now. I learned to knit for a girlfriend. It was for a Valentine's Day present. Isn't that the cutest thing in the world?
Likely story.
And then, you know, I joined up with a knitters fraternity in college.
Yeah.
Just went on all.
You were the president of the knitting fan. I was the president
of the knitting club. Yes.
Yeah.
But no, how sweet is that? How sweet of a person am I? Go ahead, tell me how sweet I am.
I threw up a little bit in my mouth just now.
Please, you guys are the cutest couple in the world. Don't even go there.
Just
you guys are the most mushy gushy.
Yeah, we are.
Two nerds.
Hey, she's awesome. Rachel
is awesome.
The best. Shout out to you, babe.
Yeah. Shout out to Rachel. Anyway.
Anyways.
You know, just as good looking as Rachel are these two people. We do have TLO going for the barracks and the refinery. So he isn't doing anything crazy like a one rack expand.
Yeah, both players.
One rack's gases expand.
I would say this is standard.
Yeah,
from
that's
both
why.
players.
That's why we want to talk about like things that like me knitting or.
Yeah.
Are you? I haven't knit in a while though. I do want to say that. I mean, obviously.
Are you rusty at knitting?
I'm probably really good. My APM is so good.
Your APM's high.
Actually,
you have high APM when it comes to knitting.
Dude, I am a speed knitter. I am not even kidding you. I'm so fast, all because of freaking Starcraft. Starcraft is so applicable in life.
It
Holy
really
crap.
is. I agree. I agree.
And a second gas going down for HasuObs. Knitting is therapeutic, though. I do want to say that.
Touche, sir. Touche.
Okay, look at that. So TL is actually going to take SCVs off gas. He takes two of them, puts down the command center. We're probably going to see some sort of very, very early Marauder, just a Marauder to defend, but it's basically to fake out his opponent. What he's saying is, hey, I might be doing something like 2 racks to you, whatever it might be. He's going to throw down probably an additional 2 barracks, I would assume 2 barracks, and then start mining gas again.
Yeah, I mean, another thing that, you know, HasuObs always has to keep in mind about TLO is he is one of those players that's not afraid to throw down 6 racks and be like, hey, I'm just going to make mass marines, do a marine SCV all in, and just like in-your-face kind of style. So you always have to be kind of on your back toes, I would say, when you play a player like TLO.
Yeah. The big problem, TLO hasn't scouted yet, so he has no clue what his opponent is doing. Basically, the range of builds that HasuObs is able to do is endless. Like, probably infinite. Close to it, at least.
Yeah, it's
but
up
it could be, let's say, Dark Templars, Blink Stalkers, Charge Lots, Fast High Templars, Expansions, Void Rays, Probes.
Yeah, I bet he's, you know, what if he's
probably going mass
probes?
probes.
What if he's massing
Income
probes?
tab. 25 to 22.
Wow.
Three difference.
We do have the Reaper actually on the field now. This is actually, if any players are old school enough, this reminds me of the Chthon luck build.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. You haven't heard that in a long time, huh?
Forever.
Yeah.
I guess the Reaper is actually going to brush by that one probe, and that's going to give HasuObs the no with the no. I guess the no. He's going to know. There's that stalker. Nom nom nom. Goodbye.
But he gets the scout, so he sees what his opponent had. Yeah. He got in there. I mean, it was 50 minerals, 50 gas. It took a while to build in the gateway. I was looking at that earlier. I still haven't figured it out. Why there's units hidden behind rocks. He's like, maybe he won't see me.
Uh-oh.
That would be so bad. Here comes.
Okay, so TLO is
Oh,
going
God.
to move all of his units back. He's probably, literally, he just said to himself, what the heck is going on over here?
Now he's thinking, I'm going to counterattack. If he pushes some aggression,
Got it.
I am going to get him. I'm going to get him.
Oh my God, that's a lot of units coming
That's
out.
a lot of
wow, I
Marauders.
didn't even
Holy
see.
crap.
It was 3 barracks coming out here. Stim has just started. This is really scary, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of units, actually, that's coming down here.
Yep, so a
Here
total
comes the
7
2
Marauders.
Marine, 1 Marauder poke.
Oh, this is
Oh.
not. That's a mistake. Oh, he's trying to draw units out of here. I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know if this is the best thing because he's going to have a lot of force fields. He needs to throw those force fields up ASAP. There they finally go up.
Oh,
Does he have
good
any
force
warpins
fields,
coming in?
too.
No. Yes, there they are. There's the warpins, and HasuObs will clean this up very easily. That's the biggest problem about going just Marauders in the
Right.
beginning stage. If they get a force field surround on you, it's basically over for all of your units, or at
Well,
least you're going to lose a lot.
Here's the thing about a Marauder. Yes, they deal great DPS, but they are also very, very expensive. They're putting a lot of minerals in these things, and you know, a couple of force fields, you lose half your army. You've lost a lot. To where if you just have, you know, you lose a couple of Marines,
See?
not a big deal. But that was like
200
what,
minerals,
200? Yeah,
50
200
gas, and what did he lose? 100 energy.
Yeah,
I would take that trade any day.
yeah, it's a good
And
trade.
HasuObs will be ahead because of that. Let's go ahead and go to units lost step 1,050 to 450.
Mm-hmm.
Quite an advantage, and this is the big problem. See that observer going over the head of TLO? He sees that. He knows what's going on.
Well, we
He's
have
like, oh,
7
crap.
barracks coming up for TLO.
That's pretty standard.
7 barracks.
By pretty standard, I mean not standard at all.
Yeah,
of
not
course.
standard at all. But you know, TLO is one of those players that can make anything work.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like sometimes I
That's
watch him play and I'm
absolutely
just
true.
like, oh, this is a bad idea. It's not going to work. And then he wins somehow, and it's like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. The problem is that there's so many sentries out here that, you know, they get 6 mana every single time they regenerate. So,
Right.
you know, because there are 6 sentries. So the mana regeneration is really, really fast. All he needs is 50 for each individual one and each individual force field. And he can kill a lot of these Marauders. TLO really can't do anything. Can't go anywhere. I mean, he's
Yeah.
really, really pinned down. But he's
This
forced
is
to attack.
Wild. This build is wild.
Ooh,
7 racks, all with tech labs.
that is not standard, and the Ghost Academy is coming out as well. Oh, wow, he tried to get back in there, but he doesn't want to completely. There, whoa, he can't force field. I forgot, he has no vision of that inside.
Yeah.
And is he going to get it? Is he going to get
Now
it?
he
Yes, he
got it.
is. And that's going to be brutal, losing every single one of these Marauders. Oh my goodness, TLO is losing a lot. Now there's going to be counterattacks stemming in, going directly for the main. What is he going to go for? That's the big question. Nice block with those 2 zealots, buying him a lot of time. It looks like, oh no, that one Robo's going to go down and it will die. It was trying to get an Immortal out, but of course it's not going to happen. Now being just funneled into that ramp over there. Looks like this one last Marauder will die, but look at this. More Marauders coming on the right-hand side, just spreading his opponent thin, but I don't know if it's going to be too cost-efficient. Now, focusing down each probe, one-shotting each probe very, very nicely, but, well, he's doing a good job.
The thing is, he's doing a lot of damage, but he's also losing his
A
entire
lot
army
of
every
units.
time.
Yeah, and look at that. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Putting,
was good.
warping in 3 Zealots over there, making sure his opponent cannot get away. And now re-rallying a lot of these Marauders. Let's go ahead and look at the income tab. 49 to 44. Looks like an advantage for TLO, actually. But he hasn't gotten off of barracks or, you know, past factory tech, I should say.
Yeah, good control coming from TLO, but there's some good force fields, and that's going to allow those Zealots and Immortals to really do a lot of damage to these Marauders. But we do actually kind of see a Marauder flank coming in here. Another Marauder's misrallied, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's just misrallied because he wasn't really controlled. And yeah, he does go down. So, you know, I feel like HasuObs is just slowly gaining a bigger and bigger advantage with every one of these trades.
See that army tab, 1,500 to 2,525. So definitely a huge advantage coming out for HasuObs. Now, looks like he's sprinting to Ghost. I don't know if Mobius Reactor has been finished or not.
Oh, huge EMP goes off on all the sentries. None of them have any energy. Only one force field. There's not going to be any more. These Marauders can do a ton of damage right now. More Ghosts are coming as well, which actually do really good damage versus the Zealot Sentry combination.
Yes.
And all these Zealots do go down. That was actually a huge win for TLO.
Yes, it was, and now it looks like there is a counterattack. The one thing about it is that he can only stim, you know, a max of 2 or 3 times. Pretty soon, these are going to be deeply in the red, every single one of them, because, as I said before, he has no ability to constantly stim. He has no way to heal these units up. Now, finally getting that factory down, and it looks like his opponent is bearing down on him right now. Might be another EMP. Misses a lot of the army, and here we go. The big stim-in is coming in right now. Trying to kite as much as possible and not going to really do too much. Sentries coming in. Oh my god, there's some nice force fields coming off. Looks like that ghost dies as well. There is another ghost for TLO. TLO just packing on the pressure so much. Another command center being made. We haven't seen anything past factory tech. This is very, very uncharacteristic of any Terran versus Protoss.
Any Terran versus Protoss. Well said. The problem here is, though, like you said, there's no factory. That means there's going to be no medevacs. And look at all these Marauders' HP. They're so weak right now, and there's a Colossi on the field, which does ridiculous amounts of AoE.
Yeah, and this is going to be very tough for TLO to stop. He needs some miracle EMPs. Maybe. I mean, really what he needs to do is get the sentries. That's going to be the big thing. If he can get the sentries, he'll be looking really, really strong. But look at this. HasuObs realizing the situation, saying, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take my gold expansion. The problem is his opponent is taking the gold expansion. And let's look back. Where is that the starports? Taking 2 starports at a time. So he's going to be ramping up that pretty fast.
Oh, great EMP goes off on all those sentry. Only 2 sentries now have any energy, but now there's 2 Colossus on the field. Third base is probably about to go down for HasuObs. He's going to want to get that third base to at least match his opponent, and there he goes. Does throw it down. TLO now does have the base advantage, and he's up in supply, but there's something to note here that Marauders alone are just not that great versus Zealots. And here comes a couple of force fields do go down, and about 3 or 4 Marauders do get fried up.
He needs to EMP again, make sure those sentries don't have a lot of energy. There's a huge arc around here. I don't think this should be the access point. Actually killing one of the ghosts. That all the energy. Oh no, I don't think there's any more EMPs around here. Let's go ahead and go to unit tab. 1 ghost out total, and it's just that one over here. This is really, really bad. Oh, I keep pressing spacebar apparently.
Yeah, we do have medevacs about to be on the field. The 17-minute medevac timing.
Here we go. The big concave is coming in. It looks like the Marauders on the right-hand side are doing a good job at just drawing a little bit of the fire, but it doesn't look like TLO has enough. He needs to back up completely. EMPs are non-existent. Now Zealot's getting into here. The gold expansion is under attack. It looks like TLO is gearing up for another attack, but I don't know if it has the capacity to do anything. Now targeting down that one Colossus. It's almost dead, but there's too much stuff between it. Too many Stalkers, too many sentries, too many Zealots, and now this one over command center is going to go down. It is lifted. There's not a lot of AoE, or excuse me, ground-to-air attack on this, but you know what? I don't think it really matters. That one orbital command center is going to go down. Now finally the Marauders are gearing up to attack this huge force. The 2 Colossus are going to be enough, though, and it looks like there are enough sentries to kill, or at least force field.
Enough to delay if he needed to. He had enough force fields, but it looks like we do have a counterattack coming in from TLO. TLO needs to kill this third to at least even up the base trade, but he's going to lose some units if he does try to get this, and the force field does go down. Actually a great force field. It actually stopped 3 Marauders from running away, and it does look like a medevac might be picked off. Maybe not. No, it's going to get away, but man, all of TLO's units are just so weak at the moment.
Yeah, and TLO really, really crunched for minerals right now. We can see the main is just for all intents and purposes mined out. The natural, he's actually put all the mules on 2 of the mines, so he has a very, very few amount of minerals to actually be mining from. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like he's on 1 base again. Now bearing down on this natural. It looks like there's no chance. Force field to the top of the ramp, and he's just going to kill everything, all the production over here. GG comes out from TLO, and HasuObs is going to take game number 1. And HasuObs being able to be super resilient in that last game. So much aggression coming out from TLO. 7 barracks off of 2 command centers. That's a style that was like the old American style back in the day. I remember Drewby having like 22 barracks and 0 factories.
Yeah.
I remember that style. It was on Steps of War against Huck.
You don't worry about upgrades. You don't worry about anything. Also, every Rex has like a tech lab with that style.
Yeah.
It was like the Marauder spam build.
Yeah.
Build order.
No, it's called the Marauders are good until
later.
Yeah.
Until a certain point.
Exactly.
Marauders are great until a certain point, unless you can catch your opponent really off guard.
But you need that stim. That's the one thing. I feel like TLO
Yeah.
lost a lot of unnecessary Marauders in that beginning stage. He was trying to
Yeah.
do too much pressure, and just, it's like 400 minerals here, 300 minerals here.
Yeah, I felt like maybe if
Adds
he
up.
would have not engaged so early, and he would have built up the number and then engaged where there was like, his first ghost came out. Then he had
Yes.
a big Marauder, so he gets that EMP off. He has the significant army size. He's able to really, take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're going to be going into game number 2 to see if TLO can come back in this. It's going to be against, of course, HasuObs, who is up 1-0 against his opponent. We're going to be playing on NASL's Crevasse. Tune in. We're going to be back after this break.